2026, the year Leonardo DiCaprio, at age 51, continues to prove that fame doesn't just come from the past, but is also built on every smart move, every carefully chosen project, and every captivating appearance. No longer the young man famous from Titanic, DiCaprio is now a living icon of Hollywood, redefining the standards of acting, influence, and even how a star can maintain their peak performance after more than 3 decades at the top. 2026 marks a new turning point in his career. The widely acclaimed film One Battle After Another not only won the 2026 BAFTA Award for Best Picture, but also brought DiCaprio back into the Oscar race with a nomination for Best Actor, further solidifying his masterful acting abilities. The powerful visuals, subtle expressions, and the way he embodied each character earned him effusive praise from critics, who called it one of the most refined and emotionally rich performances of DiCaprio's career. Not stopping at just one film, DiCaprio is also preparing to shoot Heat 2, the sequel to the classic crime film, alongside Christian Bale, under the direction of Michael Mann. This project is highly anticipated by both Hollywood and global audiences, and DiCaprio's involvement immediately made it a media sensation. At the same time, he is also reuniting with Martin Scorsese on the mystery film What Happens at Night, expected to be one of the most noteworthy works of the year. His consistent choice of breakthrough projects shows that DiCaprio is not just an actor, but a film strategist, always carefully considering the role, quality, and impact of each production. Alongside his film career, DiCaprio continues to be a social activist and environmentalist. In 2026, he further expanded the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation, funding projects in nature conservation, climate change research, and environmental education programs. His image as a powerful yet socially responsible Hollywood star has made him a global icon, admired not only for his talent, but also for his meaningful life and positive influence. Regarding his personal life, DiCaprio maintains maximum privacy, yet still attracts media attention. He appears at major events such as the 2026 Golden Globes, impressing with his calm, elegant demeanor and humorous everyday moments, making fans feel closer to him. Despite controversial news, such as his talk show appearances discussing his relationships with famous friends and family, DiCaprio has always known how to balance fame and privacy, maintaining a transparent and impactful public image. 2026 is not a year for Leonardo DiCaprio to rest. It's the year he reaffirms his legendary status, an actor still willing to challenge himself, choose outstanding projects, and continue to spread his influence in Hollywood and beyond. In a world where every detail can be scrutinized, DiCaprio remains steadfast, a benchmark of professionalism, talent, and influence. Looking at Leonardo DiCaprio in 2026, we see not just a Hollywood star, but a role model for resilience, intelligence, and adaptability in the modern era. He proves that, even after decades at the top, a true artist can be reborn, make a splash, and shape trends. This is Leonardo DiCaprio of 2026, a living legend, always moving forward and still making the world look on in admiration. After solidifying his position in the introduction, in 2026, Leonardo DiCaprio not only stands at the pinnacle of Hollywood, but also continues to set new standards for project selection and sophisticated acting. This year is marked by a series of films whose mere mention of his name is enough to shake the entire industry and excite audiences. Beyond the screen, he also emphasizes his role as a producer, overseeing projects of high artistic value. In 2026, Leonardo DiCaprio will not only be a star in front of the camera, but also a story maker, determining the quality of content from script to visual style, ensuring each project bears its own unique mark and resonates globally. Remarkably, while his contemporaries are gradually fading into the background, DiCaprio maintains a strong presence on all fronts, from award ceremonies and red carpets to in-depth interviews where he shares his thoughts on art, the environment, and his career choices. This combination of talent, influence, and career strategy makes DiCaprio a rare role model, someone who not only lives on past fame, but also creates new value for each year and each project. Looking ahead to 2026, it's clear that Leonardo DiCaprio is entering a new peak phase of his career. More than just a famous actor, he is a living symbol of smart choices, perseverance, and the ability to maintain influence in the modern age. Every project, every role, and every appearance is proof of how a legendary artist continues to shine, not only in Hollywood but globally. 2026 for DiCaprio is a year of ambition, challenges, and bold strides, where fans will not only witness superb acting, but also the strategy, vision, and power of a true Hollywood icon. Beyond the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, 2026 was a year in which Leonardo DiCaprio continued to impress the public not only with his outstanding performances, but also with his way of life, refined, approachable, and responsible. If his career is an icon, his personal life is proof of his ability to balance fame, power, and human values. Regarding his family and close relationships, DiCaprio maintains a private image but is known to value his friends and family, especially long-term ones. He often spends his time relaxing in quiet areas, away from the city center, or traveling with close friends. This reflects a side of him that few people see, a man who is both powerful and down-to-earth, who knows how to preserve true values in his personal life, not completely dominated by the spotlight. In addition, DiCaprio continues to be actively involved in social activities. In 2026, he expanded the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation, funding projects for environmental protection, climate change research, and educational support. He also secretly funded the maintenance of the Los Feliz branch of the public library, where he lived as a child, with a computer room named the Leonardo DiCaprio Computer Center, helping the community access technology and education. This is clear evidence that he is not just a star, but also a responsible member of society, leveraging his influence to create lasting value. Leonardo DiCaprio's life off-screen in 2026 will also be marked by a delicate blend of relaxation, philanthropy, and social responsibility. He enjoys peaceful moments with family, friends, and nature, while still participating in key film projects, maintaining his influence and presence in the global entertainment industry. This balance has helped DiCaprio become not just an actor, but a living Hollywood icon, proving that fame and responsibility can go hand in hand. He lives not only in the spotlight, but also with meaning, responsibility, and depth, a complete picture of the life of a Hollywood legend at a new peak. 2026 is not just Leonardo DiCaprio's year, but also a year marking a profound transformation in both the entertainment industry and society. As technology continues to permeate every aspect of life, the way we watch movies, consume information, and interact with celebrities has completely changed. Streaming is no longer just an option, but has become central to every entertainment experience. Netflix, Disney+, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, and emerging platforms are all fiercely competing to attract younger audiences, forcing Hollywood to constantly innovate to avoid falling behind. In this context, Leonardo DiCaprio remains an icon in the industry, but also a testament to how a star must adapt to the times. He not only acts in films, but also actively participates in projects that align with new trends, from box office blockbusters to independent art films, from international projects to collaborations with legendary directors. This is how DiCaprio maintains his position in an industry that is changing faster than ever before. Not only Hollywood, but society as a whole is witnessing significant change. By 2026, artificial intelligence, AI, will begin to play a crucial role in film production, from script writing and set design to post-production editing and optimizing the audience experience. Actors and producers must learn to integrate new technology with real-world experience. And DiCaprio is one of the pioneering artists embracing this trend, not letting creativity be limited by traditional methods. The change is also evident in how audiences connect with artists. Fans no longer just watch films or conduct interviews, but participate directly in online communities, sharing, commenting, and creating trends around each film. Therefore, famous figures are no longer distant icons, but have become part of the public's living experience. The year 2026 also sees the emergence of new generations of artists, those who have gained fame from social media, short films, games, and streaming platforms. They bring a youthful, creative spirit and sometimes break traditional norms. Meanwhile, icons like Leonardo DiCaprio bridge the gap between tradition and modernity, upholding classic artistic values and acting skills while remaining open to technology, new trends, and modern storytelling. 2026 is the year Leonardo DiCaprio will be more than just an actor. He will be an icon of modern Hollywood, balancing art, technology, society, and personal influence. And within this broader context, every step, every project, and every action he takes will become the benchmark for judging the success and impact of a living legend. His announced film projects, such as Heat 2 and What Happens at Night, will place him at the center of Hollywood and critical discussions, further solidifying his iconic status. Simultaneously, his involvement in international projects, collaborations with young directors, and new streaming platforms will open up unprecedented opportunities, offering audiences unique and modern cinematic experiences. Beyond his on-screen personas, DiCaprio's social and environmental roles will also become increasingly prominent. Through his charitable foundations, educational projects, and environmental protection efforts, he is building a lasting legacy, demonstrating that a star's influence is not measured solely by awards or box office revenue, but also by the positive change they create in their community and society. These efforts will be further emphasized in the future, as the world increasingly focuses on sustainable values and the social responsibility of influential figures. For Hollywood in general, 2026 and beyond will see a convergence of tradition and modernity. New generations of actors emerging from social media, short films, games, and streaming bring youthful, creative, yet challenging energy to icons like DiCaprio. However, thanks to his adaptability, intelligent project choices, and commitment to artistic values, Leonardo continues to hold a central position, acting as a bridge between classic values and new trends. Leonardo DiCaprio's life in 2026 and beyond is a lesson in perseverance, strategy, and influence. He reminds the world that a true legend isn't just about outstanding performances, prestigious awards, or fleeting fame, but also about how you live, your choices, and the positive impact you make. And if Hollywood or society in 2026 is the broader picture, Leonardo DiCaprio is a central bright spot, where art, technology, social responsibility, and personal influence intertwine, creating a living icon that present and future generations will continue to admire. 2026 is just one chapter in his long and impressive life. But it also shows us that a true legend never rests, but always moves forward, always reborn, and always leads the way in every era.